How do you prepare raw chicken? If your routine includes a rinse in the sink, the USDA is telling you to stop doing that immediately. A new study showed dangerous levels of contamination between bacteria from the chicken and other foods that were being prepared. Sarah Daloff has the latest.
Should you rinse raw poultry? Advice over the years has been conflicting. Even cooking legends Julia Child and Jacques Pepin disagreed.
I've washed this chicken with hot water. And if we take in
I won't wash my chicken.
But a new study from the U.S. Department of Agriculture has a definitive answer. Don't do it.
The sink can be a source of cross-contamination.
Using test kitchens, the USDA observed test subjects cooking chicken thighs, then preparing a salad. When subjects wash the chicken,
I just feel like it's cleaner.
26% transferred bacteria to the ready-to-eat lettuce. Most didn't even attempt to clean the sink in between, but even when they did, 14% were still contaminated. Black lights show how far bacteria traveled.
How many times are you peeling a vegetable, you drop it in the sink, and you just pick it up and go on, and so at that point you've cross-contaminated your vegetables.
Millions of Americans are sickened by foodborne illness every year, resulting in an average 128,000 hospitalizations and 3,000 deaths. Young children and the elderly are especially at risk, but even the researchers running the study have fallen ill.
It made me recognize a little bit more that foodborne illness isn't just statistics.
So what's a home chef to do? The USDA says prepare food that won't be cooked, like salads, before handling raw meat. Thoroughly clean and sanitize surfaces that have potentially been contaminated. And if it's raw, never rinse.
The USDA also says you should be sure to cook meat and poultry to a safe internal temperature. That's 165 degrees for poultry, 160 for burgers, and 145 for beef, pork, and lamb. Experts now recommend women take their ancestry into account when deciding whether or not to take a risk assessment test for breast cancer. The U.S. Preventative Services Task Force released updated recommendations on who should get genetically tested for breast cancer. Among them, Ashkenazi Jews. Studies show 1 in 40 Ashkenazi Jews have one of the genetic mutations that significantly increase their risk of breast cancer. That's compared to 1 in 300 in the general population. Women who also have a personal or family history of breast, ovarian, fallopian tube, and peritoneal cancers should also be tested.